Allô, allô, bonsoir, good evening, everybody, bienvenue à Between Two Heads et Entre Deux Têtes. Mon nom est Rose Cathy Handy, je suis CEO de Braids on Call et je vous viens ici chaque mercredi, qu'il pleuve ou qu'il neige, mercredi à 19 heures. Je suis ici avec vous, même s'il faut que je rampe, même s'il faut que je rampe, je suis ici avec vous. So every Wednesday, come rain or sunshine, like they said, I'm here with you. Even when I cannot walk, even if I have to crawl to get here, I will crawl to get here. So I was waiting for my guest, and I just see her coming in. So I will let her in as live as we are. Um, and well, Between Two Heads is a conversation that I have here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. with the guests, where we talk about what? We talk about anything, whatever we want, whatever we want. Hello, hello.
Hello, Rose. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Welcome. I was just telling people that my guest is running late, and I saw you coming in. Um, so welcome to Between Two Heads. You want to do it in French or in English?
English would be good.
Yes, so every Wednesday at 7 p.m. we're here to have a good conversation, like all the conversation that happen in a hair salon. As I tell you all the time, depending on which guest I have, if my guest speaks English, we will go in English. If my guest speaks French, then we'll be in French. So luckily for you tonight, my guest actually speaks both. That I know.
Yeah.
But she's more comfortable in English. So we've been getting comment that lately I've had too many guests that are Francophone. So tonight you have the privilege to have somebody who will speak in English. So we will go in English, which is great. As I always tell you, this conversation comes under Bread on Call, which is our really how would I even call it? Great, great, great program that we have, not a program far, that we have where first we have the academy where we train women to become professional braiders. So certified braiders is a professional certification that has allowed a lot of them to open their hair salon. I even have some that are on multiple hair salon now, which is just amazing as a result and as an impact. So it allows a lot of women to generate the revenue using this beautiful little thing that sometimes we take for granted, which is just braiding. And so we thought that, hey, we've been hearing so many stories here and there from women that don't would like to get their hair done, but the thing is too expensive, and or they have so many questions to decide the beauty routine that they want, or can they afford it? Should they do it? So many questions. So we thought that, hey, like in any hair salon, there's usually a conversation. They usually say that it's a gossip headquarters central,
Yes.
but instead of us focusing on gossip, we will really have conversation. And then the conversation, and there's no pressure, it's really a fun conversation. And as you know, conversation always depends on who's inside, who's sitting there. So if somebody is sitting there want to talk about sport, it will going to be sport. If the person sitting there is more into money, we'll talk about money. If the person is there is an entrepreneur and then want to brag about whatever they do, we will talk about that. So the
Mhm.
conversation is always dictated by who is my guest. So without taking too much time, I'm gonna just get her in. My guest tonight is no other than Asmaou Balde. Hello, Asma.
Hello, hello, Rose.
Yes, so
Thank you for
welcome to my
having me.
conversation.
Thank you for
Yes,
having me.
it's my pleasure.
Mhm.
Always fun. to
Yeah.
chat with you. And I'm glad the conversation we're going to have, because it's usually the kind of conversation we normally don't
Yeah.
get into. Maybe I'm going to find out a thing or two about the business side, the entrepreneur that you are,
Mm.
and for other people to find out about you. Some of us at Braids on Call, we know you because you were our very, very, very first instructor
Yes.
at Braids on Call. And I always say Braids on Call is your baby.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's your baby because
Yep.
it's really a huge input that help us really shape this thing and then see where we can take it. So I know you.
Hmm.
Some people know you, but not everybody, particularly the people who are watching us live on Facebook. Tell us a little bit, where do you come from?
Well, my name is Asmaou Balde, and I'm originally from Guinea, Conakry. That's why I
Uh-huh.
speak both languages, French and English. And
Yes.
I'm a hairstylist for about 2.5 decades now.
Yeah.
And yes, and I am the owner, founder of Jerah Beauty Salon and Spa. And I have been also instructing about hair, like teaching hair, beauty, braids and curl, like you said, is my baby, definitely. Yeah, yeah,
What,
just let's talk about.
the first time I met you, do you know what year was it?
I
2003.
No way.
Yes.
I know it's a long time ago, but I swear I
Yes,
didn't
it
know we go
is.
back that
Let me
long.
give you a little bit of background, how I find out
Please.
about you and your existence. I
Yeah.
probably, I never told you, I told you, but you don't remember. I
Mm,
just moved into Mississauga. I moved in Mississauga in October 2020, no, 2003.
mm,
And then I used to live in a condo building back then.
mhm,
There is a young lady that I just saw walking one day in the lobby. She had these
mhm,
beautiful braids. And I said, hey, hi, can I see you something? I see you with this beautiful braid. Where did you get them? She said, oh no, there's a lady here in Mississauga. She's the one who did my hair. And I
mm,
said, who can you connect me to her? I just moved here. It would be great if I can find somebody here in Mississauga that can do my hair. That's really how her name
wow.
was. I don't remember. Her mom name was Bridget. I always remember the mom's name, but not the daughter's name. Her mom name was Bridget. They were from Nigeria. And the
Oh, wow.
mom could speak French because she said she worked at the embassy in Cameroon.
Mm.
Actually, yeah. And so that's how I find out
I
find
can
out
believe
about
it. I know we go back way back,
you.
but
Yes.
2003, that's crazy. I think that was just really just when I moved to Mississauga as well, like probably around 2022 or 2023, around the same
Wow.
time. Yeah,
Yes.
it's incredible.
And so now let me go back to that. What got you into doing hair?
Oof. Yeah, that's a really good question.
Yes.
You know, we all come on this planet with a gift. That's what I
Okay.
could say. And I was blessed to actually identify my gift at such an early age.
Mhm.
So I would say ever since I could remember myself, I always loved to do hair. And especially growing up back home as a child, you never run out of people to do their hair. So I always do my friends' hair, my siblings' hair, and it was fun for me. So since teenager, I would say,
Yeah.
and mhm. And
So
when I came
when I
here
met
in
you,
Canada,
mhm,
yeah, and they just connected. It was,
okay,
yeah.
when I met you, you were a student back
Yes,
then.
yes.
And but you weren't studying hair braiding. You weren't studying anything about. So why you went to study something else and not hair styling and hair braiding back then?
You know, coming from Guinea, and I'm pretty
Mm-hmm,
sure most African countries, we don't value hair braiding, we don't value hairstyling at all. And
mm-hmm,
it's when I came here, and then going to finishing up high school here, and then going to my college years. And that's when I realized I'm like, wow, I could make money. And I
yeah,
remember just making money like, $20, $50 here and there. I always
yeah.
have pocket money, always. Yeah. So that's how things started.
So is that thing that, I mean, all of us coming from Africa, I always say that we have we are victim of the cult of diploma, where
Mhm.
they always ask us to go to school and then ignoring a clear skill that you have,
Mhm.
a clear talent that you have, instead of pushing you to hone that talent and take it to where, as far as it can take you, they makes you forget about it and go. So if it's not sports, then it doesn't matter. Sometimes even music, it doesn't really matter. You have to go get a big diploma first, because that's how you can value. That's the only
It's
way people put value into you. And
yeah,
yeah, I met you. You were a student.
yeah.
So when did you make a shift that, okay, I'm going to do this full time?
Well, my mom always wanted me to become a lawyer somehow, and I
Okay.
know I'm good at talking, but I'm not that great at talking. So, and I never really seen myself being anything else, but because, there's always this pressure of you going to school, do business, be a lawyer or a doctor and stuff like that. So I did go to school. I went
Mhm,
to college, and I got a bachelor of administration, business administration, which was really helpful
mhm.
now. And that's when I'm like, I can't do anything else. I have to go to hair.
Yeah.
And that's when I decided to go. And I was doing hair anyways, because
Yes.
that what paid off for me to go to college.
Mhm.
I never took OSAP or anything like that. So I was just
Wow.
able to pay off my college while doing hair at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, and then once I finished, that's when I decided, okay, you know what? Let me make this legit. And then I went
Mhm.
to hair school. And when I graduated, then I decided to open my shop.
Okay. But at that time, what was the biggest thing that was was more like convincing? Is it more the money that you were making, or is it that you felt like you have good consistent client, and which one was weighing the most?
Well, both.
Okay.
Both, I would say, because I remember I was in the corporate world for like about 10 years plus, and but I always did hair on the weekends. Like, and I
Yes.
realized, okay, I make it 2 days working from home. I was
Yeah.
making more money than what I was getting the whole week. And I'm like, this is not adding up. So that's when I literally decided, okay, I'm gonna go to school and get my diploma, and then I'm going to open my shop officially. Officially.
Now
Yeah.
your journey is jumping in entrepreneurship, because usually most of the time people get scared. Weren't you scared? You
Yeah.
didn't get scared. What
Oh,
scared you the most?
you know what? I wasn't. To be honest,
Okay.
I wasn't at all. The reason why is because I always have the passion to do hair. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of things like I wish I had took time a little bit to study how entrepreneurship was,
Yeah.
and how entrepreneurship is, and how to plan things. But I really kind of jumped in, and
Hmm.
then I just learned as I go. I learned as I go, and I'm still learning a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the way it is. But what are those things? Can you share one or two things that after they say, well, I wish I knew better about this part?
Yeah, well, there's a few things that you need. Before you open a business, is you
Mhm.
definitely need your licensing, you need your certifications, and you also need to know how to plan things, basically
Mhm.
how to, budget things
Mhm.
as well. You need to make sure that you have at least 3 to 6 months stuff ready, and before you go ahead, and then make sure you have a budget ready, right? So, and planning is the budget is not really as even important as planning. How you're
Mhm.
gonna go day by day, and who's gonna be helping you, and how you're gonna deal with people, and things like that. So for me, I didn't know any of those. I didn't know how to
Okay.
deal with people. I didn't know how to budget. I didn't know how to. Uh, knew the skill. I knew, and I had a set of clients already, but I
Mhm.
didn't know any of the planning. But as time went on, I mean, you learn as you go.
Yep.
And you do the best you can. There's no return for me. There was no return, so it's just a continuous thing.
But did you feel that your client were they supportive when you decided to do this full time now? Because
100%.
I guess when you decide to go full time, few little things will change. Pricing might change because you have more cost. The your timing also, the time might also change because now
Mhm,
you're doing that full time. It's not like before when you will only block the weekend.
mhm.
So were your client understanding, supportive, or they were still demanding that, hey, I'm always the one that come on Saturday. How come now? Now Saturday is taken by somebody else.
To be honest, once your clients love you, they'll
Mhm.
follow you anywhere. Like
Okay.
literally, they would follow you anywhere you are. And and they are very, very understanding. When those clients are loyal clients, they're very understanding to your
Yeah.
situation. They're even more encouraging. So I had a lot of my clients who became really my personal friends because of they support and they
Like me.
advise and all of that. So I'm literally I can do it. I'm grateful
Yeah.
to my client. They're really amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, a client like me who started
Yes,
crying and became
exactly.
person
Exactly. 2023. Oh my God. No, 2003.
2003. Yeah, 2003. And then from a client become a friend.
And look where we are. It's
I know.
amazing. You've been
Yeah.
always there for me, like always very supportive. And the crazy thing, let me mention this, just this part. The crazy thing is that you don't say much when you come, but you always
Yeah.
have a lot of questions. What is next? What is coming next? And I'm like, she never talked to me about, because usually hairstylist, we are the, I don't know, somehow our clients trust us to tell us, like, secrets and things like that. But when
Yeah.
you come, it's like you have more questions for me than I have questions for you. So it's amazing. I'm
Well,
grateful.
because I never told you that, but
Mhm.
I always say that, but I think I did. I did tell you that at one
Yeah.
point that
Mhm.
um, I see you and I see how far you can go. And at one point, I was trying to understand, is it that you also want to go as far as I see that you can go, but
Mhm.
you have things that's standing in the way
Yeah.
so that I can understand and then see that, okay, one day I want to help this woman get to where she should be. Because coming to your place and then, I know you, I know your personal story and everything, and I say, this is one person that I want to see break every like
Yes.
it's so successful that
Yes.
I always say that I see you, I see like the lady who did Carol's daughter,
Hmm.
her whole story. It's a little bit similar to you.
Hmm.
And for you to go so. I'm always trying to anticipate to understand, okay, what's going on with her? Where is she now? And then where is like, because one day I want to be in a position to take her where she should be. And
Yes,
we're getting there.
we are getting there.
We're getting there.
Yes,
We're getting there. So
yes.
let me ask you, without you divulging on what is the maximum in your journey? It's like, well, because I always tell people that this is a great business, this is a great industry. What is the highest amount that you've ever made in 1 month in this?
Uh, oh my God, depends. Like sometimes, like when I have help or when I don't have help,
It doesn't,
or does it
even
matter?
without what is the
Um,
highest that you beat in 1 month?
there were a time when we made about 20 grand, 25 grand a month or 30 even.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's really just amazing. That's really just amazing.
It's
And
endless. This,
yeah,
this
that's really
this
amazing.
industry, honestly, especially nowadays, where we are
Mhm,
nowadays, because when I started back then,
mhm.
it was just women that
Yeah,
do their hair. And now
yeah.
I would tell you that the, my clientele, women and men, are pretty much becoming even.
Okay.
So imagine that. So the industry has doubled more than what it
Yes.
used to be. Yeah.
And to also see now that it's not just Black people that actually do hair. You have other nationality, other ethnicity, and other races that also do hair. And it
Yes, and
just
they're really
really
good.
showed the braiding industry what it has become. So, as you know, you've been branching out. You've been branching out now, doing more than hair. You
Mm-hmm.
added spa. I've seen your beautiful video with the heat on somebody's face.
Yeah, literally.
And so what made you branch out?
Well, you know what? Uh, our our clients just want to have one spot location. Like they want to go to one place where they could
Yeah.
get their facials done, their nails done, their eyebrows done, their lashes done, the pedicures done, all of that in one spot. So I just like, okay, you know what? It wouldn't be a bad idea to introduce some form of facials. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, so we do have a facials. We also have a steams as well, which is more towards catering towards health and
Okay.
like especially, with all the diseases happening nowadays. So it's always good to focus on beauty additional to
Yeah.
health. Yeah.
And it's so important because actually we come from a culture where we see beauty differently. Sometimes it's the just the hair, but we
Mhm.
forget that the skin is also there, the whole body, the inside and the out. It's not always the out, it's also the
Mhm.
inside, is the mind, and all those things. And I'm glad to see that they're catching up in our community. And so that's why businesses like yours they're so needed, and then people need to start thinking about that. And I like what you said that more and more people, because women sometimes, or even men, people don't have time, particularly if you live in the GTA, people are running, running, running. So you don't want to be running in 4 different places to have the
Mhm.
services. You want to have access to that service at the same place. I
Mhm.
want you to share about your product. I am the biggest fan. That you
Oh,
added now a line of product. I'm telling all the people listening, you need to try lemongrass. I keep screaming the lemon.
I have
That's
to bring
mine.
back lemongrass for
Yes,
those. I
that's
do.
mine.
Yeah.
Yes, your product is a little bit particular. First of all, if you can share the grain, it's a grain, it's a nut, it's the fruit, the
Shea
product
butter.
that
Yeah.
yeah, and that you're using for your and then the treatment because it's really so different than anything that we used to when it comes to shea butter.
Hmm.
Yeah, tell us a
Yeah.
little bit how the product came about and what it is.
Well, the product came about basically dealing with so many different hairs and dealing with so many different people, and also growing up back home, we always use shea butter. That's one thing that food would run out of home, but shea butter would never run out of home.
Yeah.
So, growing up and using that a lot, and I find that was very, it always made our hair healthy and our skin very soft and smooth. So, what I learned from my grandmother back home, and I'm like, and as I deal with many people and different hair textures, I find that a lot of people really have dry hair and even dry skin too. And that's where Boboan came about, literally. And I just decided to start mixing some shea butter and with some organic oils that are good for the hair and also for the skin. And then that's where Boboan came about. Just
For me, it's all about the skin. Like I said,
I know.
but I've tried different products, but there is something about your product, the way it moisturizes the skin, our skin, but without all the grease. That is usually without all the fatness and so it's almost as if all the nutrient go into the skin, but without it leaving all the
Right.
residue, the heaviness that comes with
Mhm.
all the greasy thing that is usually in some other oils. So it's
Mhm.
really, really amazing. I can't wait to be able to push that
I
product.
I have to bring your lemongrass.
Lemongrass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the different
Then.
scent that you have there?
So I just have a bottle right next to me. I'm going to show you what it looks like for those people who are not aware of it. This is what it is. It's called the Boboan hair to toe creamy shea butter. So we do have a different sense of it. And this is the rose vanilla sense.
Mhm,
It's very soft, it's very vanilla. I've thought in my mind when I was creating it that a lot of it's more going to be for females, but I swear, God, I have seen basketball players using that. I have basketball players that actually really enjoy that sense. So, and I also have this one here. This is the older label. That's what I had home. But it looks similar to like this one, but it
mhm.
is this is the fresh spring, a lot of
Yeah.
people's favorite, and it smells really nice and fresh as well. And it lasts the whole day when you put it on, and
Yes.
it softens not just your hair, but it also softens your skin and smoothen dryness, and it has high benefits
Mm,
on it, both hair and for those who wants to learn more about it, you can scan this code here and get
mhm,
all the ingredients, and it's all organic. And what else? We have a different scents. I told you
mhm,
about the vanilla and the fresh spring. We have this one that we just introduced not long ago. This one is called Down to Earth.
mhm,
Um, it's very nice. A lot of my male clients love this as well. And we have the lavender, which I don't have a sample here. We also have the baby powder, and then we have this, the natural as well.
mhm,
And then what else? Oh, we have for those people who play sports, or sometimes you go to the gym or you work too hard and then you
mhm,
just want to come home and do relax. And we have the eucalyptus, and that is amazing for people who have pain, and that
mhm.
just it relaxes you. It really does make you sleep well. It really does. Uh, yeah. And then for me, Sometimes when I'm going for therapy, physiotherapy, I do take this eucalyptus with me, and I swear, God, it makes a huge difference when they use that instead of using their own oil.
Okay.
And I see the differences. I think I listed them
Well,
all.
like I said, me, I'm the biggest fan. But now that you
Thank you.
mentioned eucalyptus, I may have to try that
Yeah,
one too. For me, anything that is relaxing with my crazy schedule,
yeah.
I always need things that can relax me and help me
Mm-hmm.
sleep faster, and be able, and also help my muscles relax. And so I will certainly try that one. Now I
Mm-hmm.
want to take you back to all the work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because in our conversation, we always like to pick up one, two tips from the guest. That's the based on what the guest does.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of experience, over 20 years dealing with women, their hair, their beauty, and
Mm-hmm.
what are the two common mistakes that you see that people make when it comes to taking care of their hair, that they shouldn't be that it shouldn't be a brainer now, that they shouldn't be doing?
Well, I would say just one mistake that you
Mhm.
would do is not to learn about your hair. The one mistake you could do about your hair or anything about you is not to learn about it. What people
Mhm.
need to know is hair is just like any organ on your body, and you just need to learn about it. And that's
Mhm.
very, very important because until you learn about your hair, you will never see that beautiful hair that you have. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But how
So,
people go about learning about their hair? Because
well,
it's something
now,
that culturally, a lot of people, they don't know what the heck you're talking about. What do you mean I have to learn about my hair?
well, you need to know three things, I would say, when it
Mhm.
comes to hair. Okay. So
Yeah.
you need to know what your hair type is,
Mhm.
what your hair porosity is,
Mhm.
and then what products you need to use based on those two,
Okay.
right? So what
Mhm.
your hair type is, that is when someone, like, it doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you can talk. Now I have a client from 2 years old to 80 years old. I can lie.
Okay.
From the moment you sit on my chair, the first question I would ask you is, do you know what your hair type is?
Mhm.
Right? Your hair, it's very important for you to know your hair type. Now, there
Mhm.
is a possibility for you to know, to have more than one type based on how you've been caring for your hair. And the hair, the, there's four type of hair, which is the straight, which is number one.
Mhm.
It goes by letters and numbers. So we have number one, which is bone straight, mostly Asians. And then we have type two, type three, type four.
Mhm.
Usually Afro textured hair fall
Mhm.
into the three.
Mhm.
So which is two, three, or four.
Okay.
Mostly the majority, I would say, is three and four.
Okay.
But you do see Afro textured hair people basically having number two as well, it's type two. Okay, and then remember I told you about the letters, but you also
Yeah.
have numbers. So
Mhm.
letter would, so each number would have about three letters. So type
Okay.
two, we have A, B, and C. And type three,
Okay.
we have A, B, and C, and so on. So it's very important for you to know your letter and your
Mhm.
number. That's number one. And number two, the porosity. The porosity, it is important to know what you could have: high porosity, medium porosity, and low porosity. Now, which
Mhm.
one is better? It's always good to stay in the middle, right? So
Okay.
medium is the most advised one. So what is porosity? Porosity is a way to know how good your hair could absorb moisture,
Okay.
right? So Let's say for high porosity, usually the moisture is not, what do you call it, observe moisture too much,
Mm-hmm.
which could be bad because it doesn't retain it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even though the moisture goes in easily, but it will
Mm-hmm.
not be able to retain the moisture so that your hair stays healthy. And low
Mm-hmm.
porosity is the opposite.
Okay.
It's hard to get in, but when it's get in, it's hard to come out. So you
Mm-hmm.
need to know, based on that, you need to know what kind of products you need to use,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
medium porosity is basically where the scale is the middle. That's where
Mm-hmm.
you want to be at all times. So again, doing that research and getting to know, there are tests, different tests that you can do to know what kind of porosity you are. And then, and then just learn what kind of product to go from there, like how to, to do your evening routine or your regular routine, how often you should shampoo and do your treatment. All of those things are important for you to know.
Okay. Oh, wow. But it's really because something that is coming more and more because, like I said, a lot of women, they come from background or culture where,
Mhm.
you know, you just wake up in the morning and you go to the hair salon and then the hairstylist need to take care of your hair. You
Yeah,
yourself, you don't need to learn, you don't need to know. And then they do whatever they feel like doing. And then whatever they will do, you will accept it as what you should be doing
but
with
that's
your hair.
where the issue comes too, because now considering how the economy is, that's
Mhm.
where it would be important for you. You want to come to us, we love you, please come. But if you do want to save, it would be important for you to learn some stuff. So then you come
Mhm.
into us for the easy stuff, and then
Mhm.
you also maintaining your healthy hair. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry, you come into us for the harder stuff,
Hard
and you're
stuff,
doing the
yeah.
easy stuff at home, right? So that way you get a real maintenance of
Mhm.
your hair, and your hair is remaining healthy. But if you just come to us and then you're looking at, the economy, you can't really come to us as often as you used to, perhaps. So this
Mhm.
is where as getting to know your hair is important. It would be
And the other
necessary.
flip side also is like a lot of hairstylists, they also just business people. So that means they also there to make money first. So if
Well,
you go, you don't know what you need, and then you expect, like they say, like the car salespeople. If you go there, you don't know which car you want or which car you should be buying, and then you count on them to tell you which one they're going to shove to you,
mhm.
whatever
Well,
is suitable
yes,
to them.
that definitely do happen a lot,
Mhm.
maybe a lot more, especially if the hairstylist is well, they want to make money, so they would do
Yes,
suggest you the high level products and all of that
yeah,
stuff. But once you get to learn about your hair, then you know what they need to
yeah.
do for you. Yeah.
And the test is like, do you need a machine to do
No,
your test on your hair? It's just some technique that people need to learn so that they can find out how to.
it's very easy. You can actually use as just a simple glass of water, and then
Hmm.
your hair. That's it. I do see it's not always effective, but
Hmm.
the best thing, some people, what they do is they just use a glass of water, put water in there,
Hmm.
and then just take a piece of their hair and then put it in there. If it goes
Hmm.
down, that means you have low porosity. If it stays up lingering around, then if it's in the
Hmm.
middle, then you're there. So it's like a scale kind of thing. Mhm.
Okay.
But it's
I mean,
not
and also,
always efficient. So don't quote me on it. It's not always efficient.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays there are good. There's some a little thing called Google, Chat GPT,
Yes,
Grok,
YouTube.
Gemini, and all kind where somebody can type there and then find out how to do this thing. But the most important thing for everyone listening to really get is that you need to learn about your hair, learn about your body, before you go ask for services. And that's how you will know what is appropriate for you and where you should put your money, where you shouldn't put your money. The ladies that are there, anytime you have a question for our guests, you just let me know. Either you put it on the chat, you raise hand, and so that we can, so she can answer your question while she's here. Um,
Yes, bring it
so,
on. Enough questions.
one of the things that we do here is like for every guest that we have, we also want to learn your own beauty routine because in like I said, in the conversation in a hair salon, is usually people learn from one another, share tips, and so we always ask our guests to walk us through the hair routine and the beauty routine. So now asking you is like, what is your? Let's start with the hair. What is your hair routine? Yeah, you do other people's hair, but what do you do about your own?
That's a good question. The reason why I'm laughing because us as a hairstylist, yes, we give the best advice, we do the best hairdos, but we're not
Yes.
always the best to ourselves. But I definitely do follow some routine once I have the time. So one thing that I do is that my hair, no matter now, I think I leave it longer than 1 month, but before when I used to do a lot more protective style, I do take at least 1 month out of the 12 months to leave my hair out. That's
Okay.
really, really important for everybody out there. And that also gives you a chance to get to know your hair.
Mm,
Because if you always have your hair in a protective style, where's the chance to get to know your hair? You're not getting to know your hair. So it is
mm,
important to leave your hair out so you know what is wrong with your hair and what needs to be treated or fixed. And
mm,
then the other thing I would mention is like trim. Regular trim is very, very necessary. And I know people say, I know a lot of, especially our African people say, oh, I don't want to trim my hair. You know, you're gonna take a lot of hair out and things like that. It's not gonna grow. But no, that is completely false. Your hair do grow when you trim it. Actually, it even grows even more when you trim it and it
mm,
remains healthy. And if you don't trim your hair regularly, what happens is that your split ends, your hair would continue growing in a way, but it shrinks, and then the split ends goes into the healthy hair. So you'll see that sometimes not only at the top you have the split ends, but you
mhm,
also have the split ends in the middle. And when it gets to that level, that's where your hair is really damaged, right? And then it's hard to go from there. So it's
mm.
very necessary to know. I would recommend that you should trim your hair at least every 3 months.
Okay.
Every 3 months. That's necessary. Not a year, not 6 months, maybe sometimes 6 months, but every 3 months. It depends how fast your hair grows. Um, what else do I do? Oh, yes. There's a term called, well, like I said earlier, you need to know the different type of hair, the
Mhm,
different type, the type of hair, and also you need to know the type and also the porosity.
mhm,
So based on those things that you need to also figure out what kind of care you need to do. Basically, for me, when I have my hair out, what I do is I do the LOC method, and
mhm,
that means liquid, oil, and cream, or the opposite. You do LCO method, which means liquid, cream, and oil, right? So
mhm,
you need to do either of those. It doesn't matter. You can see which one works for you best, but you need to act. I need to regularly do those when my hair is out. Why?
mhm,
Because it helps lock in moisture into my hair. And it also help, yeah, not my hair not to get dry. And I also will be able to see if my hair does need a trim or not. And you know, you can't rock your natural hair out and not wear.
Now I see why my daughter's hair is so so she hasn't benefiting with those techniques the way because I remember a few years back where she was losing her hair all over the place. But now,
Mm.
I mean, after being consistent with you and
Yeah.
how I'm so jealous of her hair is unbelievable. So I
But
think that's really the nice technique there that you were applying with her.
there's no need to be jealous because she got that hair from you, Rose. She really did got that hair from you. So I don't know what you're doing, but she does have a
I just have
beautiful
to be
hair.
consistent the way she is
There you go.
and disciplined.
Yeah.
She decided that for 2 years she's not going to have extension. She has to use her own hair and let her own hair grow, and which is really amazing. Before we get the question, I see the hand raised. Um, when you said protective hair, what is protective hair?
Protective
That is
styles.
the
So
protective
protective
style, yeah.
style, yeah, protective styles are like things that we do, like braiding,
Hmm.
weaving, crochet, and things like that. So those are very
Hmm.
important to do. That is actually very, very important to have on your hair,
Hmm.
especially during the winter months. So
Okay.
that way it really protects it from the dry, harsh
Hmm.
winter. Yeah, our hair do not like cold. We like the
Yeah.
heat. Yeah.
Nobody does, even not just
Yeah.
our hair.
Yeah.
Us human.
Yeah.
Nobody, nobody likes it. Yeah, go ahead. Is Jocelyn?
Vous m'entendez?
Jocelyn,
Vous
oui,
pouvez
oui,
m'entendre?
oui.
Parce que pour une raison ou pour une autre, ma caméra ne marche pas, ni sur mon
Okay, c'est
ordinateur,
correct.
ni sur mon téléphone. OK. Il y a Asma, bonsoir. Tu es notre Asma. Oui, je voulais te demander, ben, tu as parlé de tes cheveux, de tes produits, mais toi-même, qu'est-ce que tu utilises pour ton visage? Parce que ton visage brille toujours et ça n'a pas de taches.
Oh, merci. Merci, ma chérie. Tu veux que je réponde ça en français?
En
Ben,
anglais.
en anglais, okay. So she's asking what type of products do I use for my face because my face doesn't have any dark spots and things like that. So you see, Boboang, I use Boboang pretty much almost every night on my face. I do because this product really does help remove dark spots on your face, and it also helps smoothen down the face, soften the face, and also it does help. Like it has collagen in there, so uh, what do you call? It has collagen. It helps smooth it and make your face look a lot more younger. So yes, Bobo is my night routine for my face. And during the day, I do put sun protector and then also some of the face moisturizers. I do switch my face moisturizers often on, so I'm not really loyal to any of them. But as I mostly loyal to honestly to this, the Bobo.
OK.
And it's so interesting what you're saying because I keep on saying, I keep coming back to our culture. Um, Back then, we didn't know all this stuff we do here, where you have a three-level routine, the lotion, the soap, the lotion, the this and that, where sometimes now you see the influencers like you have like 7, 10 products that you need to put on your face in the morning, in the evening, you need to remove them first and then put another long line of it used to be that we have the same product that we have, and all our moms, we grew up watching our mom with a beautiful, smooth skin, our
Mhm.
grandmother with a beautiful, smooth skin,
Yes.
and drinking water a lot, walking a lot, and to be able to bed. over here, we learn how to use so many products, and then before we know it, we're full of wrinkles, full of
Acne.
wrinkles, and full of.
Yep, yep, for sure.
And
Yeah,
so it's really great to hear when you say your products, like you can use it for the skin and it can also work for the hair
yes.
at the same
You,
time.
yes, you actually, there's no any, basically the ones that are scented, maybe if you do have sensitive skin, might maybe stick to the natural. But for me, my face is not sensitive at all, so I'm able to use any scent on my face. And I on the lips, use my the natural one. But other than that, in the morning when I wake up, I do use the cleanser and I use the toner to actually remove any extra oil into my face. And that's when I use my moisturizer and then the sun protector. But other than that, yeah, not too many things. I see the YouTubers, yeah, put in a whole bunch of different creams, but I'm not into that. No.
So in cleanser, do you use soap or do you use your cleanser is a soap or your cleanser is a lotion? Your cleanser what is what?
My cleanser, it's CRV. I use the same one that the girls use, my daughters.
Oh,
CRV is
okay.
our, it's our thing.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable that product how it's like targeting, I don't know, preteen and teen and the brand just took off and everywhere over here. And
Mm.
I don't know if anybody else has another question. If not, yeah. So that routine, how much time it takes for you to do the one in the morning, the one in the evening?
Oh God, considering how busy I am. Um, Honestly, I do take about, I do have my hair routine and also I do have my nightly face routine. So my hair routine is I take about 2 to 3 minutes to actually put oil onto my edges and onto my scalp when my hair's out, and I do
Mhm,
give it a nice massage, about 2 to 3 minutes
mhm,
massage. And it really, I love it because it just my moment. Like that is
mhm.
my favorite time of the day.
Yeah,
And then for my face, another 2 to 3 minutes, like literally less
okay.
than 10 minutes. Yeah.
So, are you also the do you cover your hair to go to bed, tie it, or you leave it alone?
Well, to be honest,
Mhm,
I do it sometimes, but I
mhm.
recommend everybody that spend money to get their hair done to do it all the time. And the reason why I
Actually
don't
the
do it,
benefit of that because I always felt like when you cover your hair and then it make it sweat, it makes your hair sweat, and then the sweat that is mixed with all the moisturizer, the lotion, the creams, whatever people put the spray and all that, and that is not good for the hair
well,
or not good for the scalp.
the reason why I don't do it often is because when I do it, by the time in the morning, it's out. It literally
Hmm.
find a way somewhere in the bed. But what I do instead is I have a pillowcase that is silk, and then
Hmm.
that one doesn't absorb all the moisture off of my hair. So
Hmm.
that's what protects my hair. So if you don't do it or you can't do it, the best thing is to find a silk pillow, and that
Hmm.
way the oil is also is still preserved into your hair. Yeah.
That's, oh wow. I
Mhm.
mean, I will talk to you for 5 other hours because we're learning so much.
Yeah.
Learning so much, but usually the time that we have is really short. So, can you just remind people where they can go and find all these products of
Yes,
yours, where they can,
absolutely. Yes, my
yeah.
product is at, you can find it at jerahbeauty.com,
Hmm.
or you could also come to our location in Mississauga at 1090 Dundas Street East in Mississauga, and the unit is 104. And if you
And
want
is
to call us, our
Mhm.
phone number is 416-902-1529.
Okay, that's great. We'll also add that information on top of the video. And for all the people watching us today or for the days to come, the videos now they will stay for 30 days and then we move them to YouTube. So you can keep following and also help share on Facebook, help share so that more people can get the benefit of all this conversation because when you have a 20 plus expert, 20 plus years expert who's is really she threw a lot of tips and a lot of good advice tonight about what to do with the hair, how to understand the hair. You want more people to learn quickly about it. Um, somebody is asking if you sell wholesale, if you sell your product wholesale.
Yes, we do have wholesale available as well.
Yeah. And so, yeah, she needs a lot of sales rep. Yeah, and a lot of sales rep so that with the product, more people can use the product. I'm telling you, the product is that good. The product is really
Then,
that good.
and I'm just going to say this, the product works really well for hairstylists because this is the products you could use for pre-shampooing, after shampoo, you could use it for moisturizing. You could also use it for when you straighten hair. It would help put away the flyaways. So it's a great product for any hairstylist to actually have it by their side because it would save you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, I thank you for being my guest tonight. It was
Thank you
fun.
for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, it was fun having and chatting with you. I learned a few things about you that I didn't know. I didn't know. It's amazing. So for all of you following, we have the boot camp, the business boot camp, November 28, 29 at the Hilton Garden Inn in Mississauga, the one on Madison, Eglinton, and Dixie. And I really invite every person, woman or man, it doesn't matter. If you have a service business, if you have a beauty business, whatever it is, nail, eyelashes, braiding, styling, clothing, photography, all those services. This is the boot camp you don't want to miss. This year, as you know, we do this every year in November. This year, we'll be focusing on attracting and retaining your client, and where you're going to learn everything about how you define your client, how do you attract them, how do you keep them, and how do you sell to your client. And at the end of the boot camp, you will leave with a 30-day challenge, which is a 30-day action plan challenge that will allow you to attract and retain your client. You don't want to miss it. Yours truly is going to be there facilitating few workshops, but we're also going to get a great expert, a guest expert that will be there like we do every year. And so anybody, you have a business, a service business, it's free. This time free for everybody. 2 days with a breakfast, lunch, because we want you to be focused. We don't want you to worry. And there is a beautiful networking Friday evening where if you have products and then you have things you want more people to connect with you, and you can come and meet with the participants that are there. It is open. We focus on our alumni at Breads on Call, but we also open it to other businesses, other people who want to take advantage of the boot camp. So you can go to our website, breadsoncall.com, so you can sign up and find out the information. I believe by tomorrow, the information will be on Facebook as well, but block your calendar already. The Business Bootcamp 2025 this year is November 28 and 29, 2 days, actually 1 day and a half, because the second day we'll finish the bootcamp at 12, and we will have the graduation of the current cohort in the afternoon. So I encourage all of you to come and join us for that business business boot camp so that you can learn and help your business. I can promise you that you will leave there a different person and ready to go really see your business skyrocket with client, because what you will live with will change your business for good. So the business bootcamp, block your calendar, November 28th and 29th. It will be at the Hilton Garden Inn in Mississauga, Dixie, and Eglinton. So in the meantime, thank you for being here. À bientôt. Merci les dames d'avoir été ici. À bientôt. Bye.
Bye. Merci, Asma.
Mhm.